write it down. Okay, write what you want to become in life, write it down, so that that thing will constantly remind you and put you in the right direction, so that people around you, because these days a lot of people are looking for young people like you to introduce them to drugs, to introduce them to occultism, to introduce them to terrorism and so many things that are destroying you. And then because they do not know who they are, and you discover that so many are falling into all these vices and destroying. Of becoming an engineer, and by the grace of God, I'm an engineer today. Can you clap for me? Can you clap for me? Okay, so that's what we are saying. That when you know who you are, and you know what you want in life. I'm sure some of you want to be doctors, some of you want to be lawyers, some of you want to be accountants, some of you want to be great things in life. In fact, some of you want to be president. Am I right? So when I got to GS2, we met some girls, some classmates who repeated GS2, and so some girls. So. And then one of them called me one day. He said, I have this friend of mine from other school, because usually they will have friends that will come from other school to come and wait for them, and all of them will go home together. So she called me. She said, I have this friend of mine from another school. Can you be his boyfriend? I said, and I realized that I have a dream, and I realized that I know who I am, and I also realized that I know what I want in life, right? So, and I've made up my mind that I want to be an engineer. So I don't need anything that will distract me from being an engineer. Alright? So I told her, I said I'm not interested. Alright, so a colleague of mine in the same class in GS will quickly jump into that frame. And then said I'm interested. So they introduce themselves, and then you know what I mean, as boyfriend and girlfriend, they carry on. And then you know what happened? Eventually, before we got to SS2, this my other colleague, who became a boyfriend to the other girl, dropped out. He couldn't finish his secondary school. All right? I don't know about the girl, but the other girls too would not finish their secondary school. All right? And the unique thing, as life will have it, last month, that my friend called me. He said, he just called me with a strange number because we have lost contact. So he called me, he said, please, I got your contact from somebody. Please, can you help me financially? I was scared, because when you see a new number that is calling you for financial help, you have to be scared. So I asked him, who are you? And he started describing himself. I said he should send his details. So when he sent the details, I verified, I looked at his surname and everything. And I said, okay, I sent him money. But before he called me for that financial help, a colleague of ours told me that he saw this my friend in a bank, and he was looking tattered. He was unkept. That means he was actually facing trouble, unkept. Now, why am I saying that? Because he does not know what he wants in life. He was distracted by that girlfriend, or by all those people who do not know what they want in life, and then that was how he messed up his life. Now, that's what's point number 2 again? What do you want in life? What do you want in life? For me, if you ask me what I want in life, I say what I want in life is that I want to fulfill the destiny that God has created me to fulfill. I want to be able to touch people's life. I want to be able to help as many people, that I can help in life. That is what, my dream is all about. That is what I want in life. To be able to help people who are in need. Okay? But for you, what do you want in life? What do you want in life? That's the question I'm asking you this morning. Who do you want to be in 10 years, in 20 years time? Who do you want to be? Where do you want to see yourself? What is your goal in life? Don't just pass through this world, and somebody that doesn't have goal, that doesn't have something he wants to achieve in life, like a bird that go through the sky without making any mark. You must this morning understand what you want in life. So I'll throw this question to you. What do you want in life? What is your goal? What is your vision? What is your objective? Who do you want to become? In 20 years, in 10 years time, when your teachers will be seeing you, okay, or you meet them in the bank or somewhere, and they will say, oh, you were in this school, and you'll be so proud to meet your teacher and to tell them, who God has made you, because you are going to be a shining light. So the vision of who you are and what you want in life is very, very important. Like I said, your dream or your vision is going to give you a direction, and the direction is going to get you to a fulfilled destiny. Now, let me give you example of, what do you want in life, or somebody who knows what he wants in life. As I was in school, in JS2 for instance, I was in JS2, okay, very many years ago, just like some of you here now. Now, like I said, if you know who you are, and then you also know what you want in life, nobody will do something that will destroy your destiny or that will destroy your life. Are you with me this morning? I said, if you know who you are, okay, that who you are will give you the knowledge of the direction you need to take in life. And that direction you need to take in life will lead you to your fulfilled destiny. A lot of people have wasted their life. A lot of people have wasted their destiny. A lot of people have wasted their God-given talent, and they have destroyed their uniqueness because they do not understand who they are. And that is why they are easily lured into things, into vices, into evil, okay, all around them, because they do not know who they are. But for you this morning, I believe you know who you are. I said, I believe you know who you are. And that person you are, that God has created you to be, is going to manifest greatly in your life. And before you know it, you are going to shine forth. And you are going to be unique in the world where you find yourself. Let me tell you, because you are unique, because you know who you are, God himself will take you to the promised land. Do you believe that? Do you believe being special? Okay? It means something cool and special. It means to be one of its kind. That means in everybody here, you are one in a million. Are you listening to me? Are you getting what I'm saying? You are one in a million. That means you are special. You are different. God created you in a special way. That is why he said, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Am I right? So that means you are the image of God, and God expects you to show forth his glory. And so if you must show forth the God's glory, that means he has deposited the glory of God in you. Now, because we don't have time, we are going to be considering three aspects of our topic this morning. And those aspects, I always like whenever I'm talking to students like you, to young people like you, that you should find a paper and pen to write. So if you are seated before me this morning as a student, please, I want to look for paper. I want to look for a pen. You need to jot down something that will help you in life. So please, can we quickly do that? Quickly. Let's quickly do that. Get a pen and paper, because we are going to say we are unique. Am I right? Okay, let me say your slogan. I think your slogan is AMC. We are unique. AMC. We are unique. Thank you so very much. Now, coincidentally, as I was told that I was going to give a speech here this morning, I was thinking of what am I going to, talk about. And as I was thinking and, meditating on what to speak about, I came across, it just came to my mind and said, let me talk about finding your uniqueness. Can we say it together? Finding your uniqueness. Because you guys are unique, am I right? Yes. Are you not unique? Yes. Yes, so you are unique. So the Spirit of God is working together. So it's bringing this topic to you, finding your uniqueness. So we're going to be looking at finding your uniqueness. I just asked the moderator this morning that how many minutes do I have? And he said, I have a very short time. And I'm believing God that this short time will be something unique in your life. Amen? Amen. I said it will be something unique in your life. Amen. Thank you so very much. Now, finding your unique. I'm going to be as brief as possible, and I'm going to be giving you stories, examples to point you to the direction of finding your uniqueness. That we young people like this, I'm always excited to be your midst, and I believe that our togetherness this morning will bring something great into your life. I didn't hear a better, and let me hear a better amen. As I was listening to the